everybody, it's Patty here with episode 202. Today is October the 3rd, 2022. On today's show, I have whips, I have haul, and I have a finished knitted project. So sit back and relax, grab your beverage of choice, water for me, your craft of choice, and let's chat. So how was everybody's week? Mine was relatively good. I got a lot accomplished on cleaning out the art room. It's still not quite done yet, but it's almost there. So that's why we are sitting back here in the craft room. That is the door to the rest of the house. So this is, as you walk into my art room, I have my needle minder collection and a collection of junk that I like to keep hung up so I can look at it. Yeah, let's see what else. The contractors came in on Wednesday and did some looking around, trying to decide what's what. The countertop that was bubbling up, the hubs actually took a hair dryer and carefully got it warm and put heavy boxes on top, and that seems to have worked. I'm shocked that even the glue loosened back up again, and putting the boxes on it helped get the air out, I guess, and it's not bubbling up anymore. So we are so happy about that, and so is the guy. He came to check it, so he was really happy on Wednesday because he only had to glue one area that wasn't gluing on the side of the countertop. So that was, he was really happy. He was here for maybe 10 minutes and he was gone. They came back on Friday and did some other work that was needed. And while I was gone seeing my mom on Friday, they took the door from the laundry room, which I had told the hubs to tell them not to take the door, that I can live with the bubbles in the finish. You could only see it at a certain angle with the light was on, so it wasn't like glaring, but they took the door anyway. I came home and went, oh man, I was kind of sad the door was gone because I really want them to be done. I really want them to be out of my house because I feel like I can't really get anything done while they're here because I don't want to be in their way, and I don't want the stuff I'm bringing out to get dirty because they're here doing work. So, I mean, I've cleaned as much as I can. The cleaning lady cleaned what she could, and the painters are come and gone. There was one spot he completely missed, but the hubs will take care of that. He was supposed to do that this weekend. He forgot. So he'll have to take care of that this next week. The electricians are done. The plumbers are done. It is just the contractor that's having to do a couple of touches up. And I really want them to be done. But I'm sorry I'm blathering so much about that. Sunday, the littles were here. And the little man helped Grandpa put some stain on the chairs that go underneath the countertop that bubbled up. So that was fun. He thought that was so much fun. And the littlest man, he colored and played and did puzzles with Grandma. It was a grandma. He liked his grandma this week. So it was great. We had a really good Sunday. And yeah, I think really that's all the chatter I have for you. Shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. All right, I started again with Mirror Monday. So for September, it was supposed to be Seaside Kingdom. And I am stitching this on 32 count doubloon by Picture This Plus. And I didn't get a lot of stitching done on Monday, but I did work on the little girl some more. So this is what it looks like so far. And I know I put that blue color in on her dress, and I filled in some more of like the brown in her dress. But yeah, I didn't get a whole lot done. I was really hoping that this would have been finished this September, but oh well. I'm going to have to think something different for Mirror Mondays going forward. All right, and then I pulled out Pringles, and I'm stitching this on 30 count Parisian Gray by Access Commodities, and this is by Little House Needleworks. And I have the first 3 done and half the roof done. You can't see it because it's still in the Q-snap, which I'm going to leave in the Q-snap. So I went ahead and finished this black up here, and I put in the square for the next block. So I think this will be put away until November, and when I bring it back out, I'm going to work on the brickwork and get at least that part of the building done. And then I will work on those two going forward. But the next time I work on it, I'll get the brickwork done. It is so nice not to have to look at the pattern. That's kind of why I like this one. Once you get something set up, you don't have to look at the pattern anymore. And that's kind of where I'm at with wanting to work on this one. And then I didn't stitch for a couple of days. Oh no, yes I did. I'm sorry. Then I was in a Christmas mood and decided to pull out Santa of the Forest, and this is a lavender lace project. He is being stitched on 32 count natural, let's see, 30 count natural linen by MCG Textiles. And this is what he's going to look like. I have the dove done and the bear done and the owl done. So I'm now working on the rabbit. So I like how he looks on this fabric. I don't like the fabric, but here is the rabbit. I color completed 2 colors on the rabbit. So I think there's like 2 more colors to get the rabbit completed. So I just love him. I love him so much. He's so much fun to stitch on, except for the fabric. But I've gotten used to finding the holes, so it's not that bad. But you know. And then on October 1st, I decided I was no longer going to be. I told you guys that I wasn't going to be in the No New Starts group, and they said, well, you could try something different. And I said, no, I'm just out for this round. So I went ahead and picked out Cricut Collections October to start, and I started over here. I did pick up almost all of the anchor floss, so I'm going to do anchor floss on this. I still have like 5 or 6 anchors I need to look for, and with the O, that's all there. So I have all the anchor for it. And I really do like anchor. I think it turned out really good. I like the colors. And I was so happy starting this on Saturday. This was so much fun. So much fun. So this is one is going to stay on the Q-snap because I want to work on this more this month. So yeah, I cannot wait to keep pulling this out. And of course this is on my new Garon bag. Woohoo! With the Halloween gnomes. So much fun. Okay, and then I also worked on Fright Night. Art by Lewis Johnson, charted by Gecko Rouge. And I finished page number 17 for the year. So 17 is up here. And then I started page 18. And let me tell you, if you can tell, this is full of confetti. It's all these different pinks and browns and reds to make up the leaves. So this one is so exciting. And I'm so happy to be at the end of the diagonal. So I'll get to move it again. Yay! But that is where we're at. I can show you on the pattern here. So that is right here. So this is page 17 for the year, and so I'm right here on this page. So I don't have much more to go. It's just that little bit. I think I need to do the, let's see, do I need to do the raven? I can't remember. No, I think I already did the raven. So I am like right about in through here. So I have like this much left to do. So here, here, here. So exciting. And that's 25 count. Easy count grid white gray Lugana fabric. So yay, I'm so happy about that. So happy. I'm getting close. I still don't see it getting done, but I'm getting really close. And if I have to pull it into January and February, I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. So I think I'll go into haul. I went ahead and ordered 2 different types of fabric. So I can start, sorry, zipper, the Hello Halloween by Teresa Kogut. So she recommends 36 count. And I ordered a 32 count. It's over here. And I ordered these both from 123 Stitch. So this is 32 count Heritage by Picture This Plus, which has got that green hint. But then I got to thinking that maybe this would be, I'd use up all of the silks. But now looking at this 32 count, since it is a Picture This Plus, yeah, it's probably more like a 36 count. So I may just go ahead and use this anyway, because I did buy a 36 count. But this one actually looks really tight. So this one could be a 1/1. Or 1/2, sorry. But I did order Fiber on the Whim, 36 count Edinburgh linen, cream and sugar. That's what it's called. And I didn't even look at this because I just got it today. So here is that one. I almost think that that's too light. I may go back to that Heritage by Picture This Plus, because that'll probably fit just fine. And I'll use this for something else. Yeah. So, yeah, I think this one will work. And this one is a 1/2 yard. How big do I need? I really like this book because the pages fill in the whole thing. So it's really nice. And this sampler is how many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9, but pages 9 and pages 6 are quarter pages, and page 3 is a quarter page. So it's 10, 20, oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 420 stitches on that quarter page, so that's not too bad. So on a 32 count, it is 13 3/4 by 20 5/8. So yeah, cool. Boy, I hope we have enough floss. This has been, shoot, this has been done differently, so this is all silk. Sorry, I'm kind of babbling here. Oops. Okay, so I have made the executive decision to try it on the 32 count, because I do think it's going to be 1/2 on the 32 count, so that'll be perfect. And I'll keep the Fiber on a Whim 36 count for something else. That works for me, because I think I have a couple more Halloween projects that need fabric, so why not do it that way? Yay! Okay, so my finished object my finished object for the week is a knitted finished object, which is so exciting. And this is the 2/3 shawl by Wendy Johnson. And I knit this on a Miss Babs reject. She didn't like the fiber, so she's not going to do this. I have not wet blocked it yet, but it is so, I mean, it's big now, but it's going to get huge when I wet block it. But I think it turned out fantastic. It's just beautiful. And I still have half of that cone of yarn. So I gotta decide what I'm going to do with the other half of that cone of yarn. But I'm very, very happy with this. And like I said, it's huge. And like I said, I keep saying that, I'm sorry. It is my wingspan, and I am 5'4". So, and that's before it gets blocked. It's going to be huge. Absolutely huge. But it was a joy to knit. It was so much fun. And at the ending, it got really easy to know where I was at for the pattern, because the pattern is so well thought and it's intuitive. And I like patterns that are intuitive like that. So the next project I have to work on are the socks. I'm going to get the socks done, and I have another pair of socks. I want to get everything that's on my needles off my needles. So, yeah. I don't know if I showed you guys. Hold on, hopefully you can see. There is my yarn stash, if you're interested. So hopefully you guys can see it all. That's my yarn stash. Okay, no, it's not showing it all. But yeah, that's a curio cabinet that I got from my mom's house, and I put all my yarn in there. And that's still not all my yarn. It is most of the yarn. I mean, that is the good percentage of the yarn. There's even my hand spun in there. So I am just jazzed about being able to see my yarn and being able to use it up, because I want to get my yarn used up, which is probably never going to happen. But hey, you can always dream, right? A girl can always dream. So, plans for this week. Going forward for the month of October, I am not going to do the Mirror Monthly. I decided that the Feather Fairy just isn't calling me, and I really don't want to work on it. So I went ahead and picked out When Pumpkins Can Fly. I'm going to start that as soon as I'm done with this. Every Friday I'm going to have a new start. Even though I've already had a new start, I'm going to do another new start. I'm just going to work on Halloween projects. And I'm either going to stitch it once in the month of October, or just keep it in the rotation. I know that October Pie Cricket collection is one that I'm going to continue to stitch on during the month. So you're going to see that a couple of more times. Yeah, so it's really exciting. I'm so happy to, even though I haven't finished anything this year, I don't think I've accomplished as much as I wanted to with the no new starts. So that's why I've given up on it. Yeah, and that's because of the remodel. I mean, from June to now, it's been really hard to stitch. So, yeah, you do what you do, and life's too short to always follow the rules. So that is why I've decided no new starts is done. I hope that if you're new, you have found something in here that you've liked and you want to continue and come back next week. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back week after week. I really do appreciate it. And for those of you that like to comment every week, I appreciate those comments. I do read them. I should keep liking them and hearting them like I used to. I just haven't been doing that lately. I really do read your comments, and I do appreciate them very much. Especially Linda, who comments every week. and Muriel, who comments as well. I hope that you are all having a safe and healthy time, and I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.